For these half kneeling hip extension pails and rails, we're going to focus on stretching through the front of this leg, especially in the hip, so that we can get this nice full hip extension, which we need for things like deadlifts or anytime we're standing all the way up. So we'll get in this half kneeling position. You can grab a pad for your knee if you need to. Ideally, holding onto something, you could hold onto the rig as well, but PVC pipes work great. From here, we're going to tuck our pelvis underneath. Imagine you have a belt buckle on. Face that belt buckle to the sky. Okay, so we're rounding here. Facing our belt buckle to the sky should help you turn on nice, good stretch to the front of the leg. We'll hold here for the prescribed amount of time, usually about 2 minutes. Should feel a stretch all the way through here. We can sink a little bit deeper in, a little forward, as long as we keep that pelvis tilted to get a little bit more of a stretch during that 2 minutes. Right here at the end of the 2 minutes, we'll begin our PAILS contraction. Here, what we're trying to do is begin firing up, like we're trying to activate the muscle through the front of the hip, front of the thigh. We do that by pulling the knee forward. I begin driving the knee forward. I like to think about it like I'm scooping out the floor like ice cream. So I'm turning this on. If I didn't have the wall in my way, I would be doing this, okay? I'm pulling that leg forward here, keeping that belt buckle to the sky, never losing that. That would look like this if I lost that tilt in my pelvis. So I'm here, beginning the PAILS contraction, pulling that knee forward with the front of my hip. We begin about 20% effort, up to 40. At about 60%, I'll begin driving these PVC pipes in the ground, getting my abs tight. I'm pulling a little bit harder to 80, all the way to 100%, where I'm pulling that knee as hard as I possibly can in this direction. I won't be able to actually move it because of all my weight on the ground. I'm driving, max effort, should see some shaking as you radiate that tension into the hip, pulling it forward. At the end of that 20 seconds, all you're going to do is begin firing up your hamstring and glute to drive that knee back. And I'm going to sink deeper into extension as I squeeze through here while I fight to keep that belt buckle to the sky. So I'm never arching to get deeper in. I'm simply extending this knee, staying nice and upright throughout, trying to extend and open up this hip as much as possible.